Ishakataka katako kosotoko potoko kosotoko choko sotoko kotoko choko sotoko poko koko sotoko choko kotita titi titi kataka kataka koko. Isachaka katako koko toko poko toko koko. Isakataka choko koko koko soko toko choko sotoko toka kakataka kakakaka. Isakataka kakataka choko koso toko kopo toko potoko potoko I'm feeling the energy from the stars come in through the crown, through the heart, out through the hands. And this beautiful heart opening of unconditional love, unity, harmony, and bringing that down into physical reality. So these cards have been laid out for a few days. They're about the moon cycles, moving from the last full moon to the new moon that we've just had in Taurus, and then moving back through the as this is the start of the eclipse cycle for the year, we're moving through to the very powerful full moon eclipse in Sagittarius on the 26th of May. And then through to the next new moon. So that's the period we're looking at, and we're just moving backwards to the full moon preceding that. This section here is the divine masculine. This section here is the divine feminine. This section here is the third energy, the combined experience and the culmination of this masculine feminine journey, how they come together and the overarching energy for both. And at the higher light code energy, some paintings have come in association with this journey. So over the last few days, I think it was Tuesday, these cards came out, and they've been percolating, and I've been working with the energies for 5 days, and over that time I've been bringing the energies in, moving them through, and these paintings came in to activate the antidote, or to facilitate the shift that's coming through this moon cycle. Also yesterday was another, Friday was another 555, 1 and 4, 14th of May, 1 and 4 is 5, 5, and 2021 is 5. And we have another 555 portal coming up on the 23rd of May, 2 and 3 is 5, and 5, and 2021 is 5, so it's 555. So this month also is bringing in the 555 energies, which is 5 is shift and change, and this is on a very big global cosmic scale. So I'm just going to bring a bit more light language through, and then I will explain the finer details. So this is the lion, which is, very heart related, very solar, the sun, courage, strength, but also the lion star beings, several places where the lion beings come from: Lyra, Sirius, and so it's connecting to that star home, and bringing in, because you can see the focus is on the stars, bringing in that cosmic energy, the light codes that you need to transform physical reality according to your intention, your dreams, and your high vision. And you can see through that star there's a beam of light coming down into the flowers. So the flowers are the foxgloves, and they activate the heart and the cardiac system. And you see the other flowers there are pink, and that is unconditional love. And they're bringing that unconditional love into the heart. Foxgloves, I believe, can also be poisonous can cause heart attacks. I think if you have too many of them, I might be wrong. I'm trying to remember back now, but this is an antidote for that. So it's activating heart energy from the energetic. And then it's bringing in the other painting that came through. This is, I did this painting for a child that was having trouble sleeping, that was scared at night, and it's the fairies bringing stardust, bringing fairy dust into the little puppy, helping it sleep and protecting it while it sleeps. But for these purposes, it's also bringing the magic of home, of the stars, of that safe, unconditional love, that safe mother's love, that safe place that you can sleep in, but also bringing you knowledge from the stars, knowledge of home, knowledge of how to activate your dreams in reality, but bringing all that into your sleep so that when you wake up, you unconsciously or consciously, if you remember your dreams, are following a guided, protected path to bring in your dreams. Okay, that one's done. Right, so now we can come into the actual reading. So it starts here with the divine masculine. This was in the last reading for the 555 portal, I think it was. It might have been the new moon, but it's that the masculine has been working through karma. So when I talk about the masculine, it often is embodied by the male gender. And if we're talking about twin flames, where there's more of a polarity than normal, then it often is the male gender, but not always. It's the masculine of the twin flame pair, the one that's more polarized in the masculine. But we are mirror reflections of each other in terms of our masculine and feminine. So that if you're a female or the feminine in the pair, the masculine twin, the one with the more masculine polarity, is showing you the masculine within yourself and what you're working with. It's a mirror. So the masculine aspect of all of us is working with having really been doing their work, working on the karma, past lives, learned behaviors, egoic level, the feeling of having to fight in the real world to get your needs met or to protect what's important to you or to move forward. And this is the in-between tarot. So this is between the traditional 5 of Swords and 6 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords is having battled, and the 6 of Swords is returning home victorious and being applauded and rewarded. And this is the journey back from the fight, processing the fight, processing everything you've been through, guided by the light of the full moon. That solo journey home. So this is that solo journey home, having completed a karmic journey, having completed a battle, even a battle within yourself, and coming to a realization that that's all over and coming back home. There's also a story I often tell about what I learnt, that a lot of spiritual quests or spiritual journeys right across the world in all cultures and all traditions have like 7 stages in the process, and the first stage of that process is to leave home, and then they all have similar themes that they go through in their quest or their crusade out into the world to find themselves through the world that's reflecting themselves back to them, through their journey, through their experiences, to come into the realization of who they are. And the final part of that journey is returning home to your environment and your people, changed and altered, and bringing that knowledge and that experience and that wisdom back to enhance your community, And you can also see that as bringing your light codes back to share with your family and your people, your tribe. So that's the stage that the masculine's been at. He's been on the hero's journey, and that's the masculine in all of us. And that was preceding the now moment. So this is the now moment. These three cards are all connected. The feminine, the masculine, and the Trinity. So this is, as you can see, this is the new moon, full moon, new moon cycle, and we're at the new moon cycle. So we've just had the new moon cycle. So harnessing the wisdom of the planets and the cycles, fully balanced in the masculine and in the feminine and the masculine, in the yin and the yang, in the positive, in the negative, harnessing all parts of duality in balance, standing right in the middle. The Magician is the masculine card that has mastered physical reality, has all the means needed in physical reality, in 3D reality, with the logical mind. So he has all the tools to make the magic happen, to manifest the physical reality that his intention is to manifest, in line with what the 3D desires are, really. So the Magician is the divine masculine, really. And so we're moving from mastering the physical world into High Priestess, which is mastering the spiritual world, the unknown, the unconscious, the intangible, having connection to that, letting that direct your 3D world, your physical world reality, bringing the unknown in. So we're coming from mastering the known to coupling that with mastering the unknown, the intangible, the heartfelt, the intuitive, in balance, bringing them together in line with all that is, the planets, the spiritual aspects, to create the reality on earth, to follow your soul's purpose. Then we have, this is interesting because this is, this card, it literally is called Going on a Crusade, and it's Aries moving into Taurus, which is actually where we are. We've just come from, this full moon was while we were in the Aries period of the sun in Aries, so we're just coming out of that sun in Aries time of the year and moving into the sun in Taurus time of the year. So we're moving from Aries into Taurus, and Aries is like the initiator, it's the beginning of the zodiac. It's the one with stepping out into the world with all the enthusiasm and invincibility. It's ruled by Mars, which is, warrior energy and fire and action, and very much like the masculine. What set the masculine off on that journey in the first place. And Taurus is, so Aries is the emperor, so you can see an emperor initiating war to conquer the world, to go off on that journey that we're talking about, that quest, that spiritual quest. And the Hierophant is like the priest, the Hierophant is the spiritual masculine, the one that's bringing the spirituality into the world. And of course a lot of the conquering and the crusading was around bringing spiritual beliefs that in a very one-eyed way, based on very much mental beliefs about their way being the only way, before going out and seeing that other people have other beliefs that may be just as valid. But it's really that I know everything kind of egoic conquering of the world, with possibly some good intentions in there about raising people's awareness and making their lives better, but also there's a lot of ego in there, and limited vision, let's just say. So Taurus is also about comfort in the physical world. It's about pleasure and beauty and physical comforts, and being more still, less active, less out there making change and conquering the world, and more about enjoying the bounty of the present moment, creating a life that's comfortable. So 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 what we're doing is we're bringing the balance of the masculine, feminine, the physical and the spiritual into the physical world here. This is where you go out, you bring that into the physical world, but we're doing it in a balanced way that's in the present moment, that's creating safety, joy and pleasure in the physical world. These are both masculine characters, the Emperor and the Hierophant, but the Taurus is a feminine sign. So we're going from a masculine sign into a feminine sign. So if we go down into the divine feminine now, this is the Knight of Swords to the Queen of Swords. So again, we're going from a masculine, active energy. The Knight of Swords is bringing the truth, going forward, bringing the truth, fighting for the truth, and bringing the mental ideas to the people or into whatever purpose it is, and then moving into the Queen of Swords. So the interesting thing about that is we're right again underneath the masculine balancing with the feminine, going from a masculine mindset to a feminine intuitive way. And same here, masculine knight, active, bringing the mental ideas and truths according to him, turning into the Queen of Swords. Let me just read what that actually says. Transference of knowledge. So yes, transferring the knowledge to the people, but also in the feminine way. The feminine, the Queen of Swords is very balanced. She's feminine, but she's not emotional. She stands up for her beliefs, and she doesn't take any disrespect. She has a sword there and cuts away any disrespect or anything that's out of order. And then we've got the Ten of Swords, which is again the completion of a cycle. So we've reached the Ten of Swords, which reminds me of this as well. It's like where you, instead of being the victor walking away, the one with all the swords in your back, defeated. And we're moving from that, having experienced life, having been through all the horrors and dealt with all our karma, having come back to us. Moving to the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is the new idea. So it's almost like the World card coming full circle, having completed the cycle, starting the new cycle. Let me just read what the Ten of Swords to the Ace of Swords is. It is choosing what to do next. And you can see that there is the butterfly of transformation there. And again, there's the masculine communing with the feminine. This feels like a communication. So this is within the divine feminine as well. The feminine is talking, and the masculine is hearing her. And this is something new. This is something that's been really blocked. The masculine has been blocking the feminine until now. There's a point where she can be seen and heard both within herself and by her divine counterpart, which then enables a moving forward. So having been on their individual journeys of battling, and there she's trying to make herself heard, but there's been a shift as the masculine and feminine aspects come together in balance, which enables her to be heard by the masculine within her, within the world around her, and within her counterpart. So this is then the strength moving to the hermit. So this is Leo moving to Virgo. This is that lion that we that was in the artwork that I showed you earlier. The lion reaching for the higher knowledge, the light codes, the antidotes, having come to that real point of strength within self. We've got the new moon there as well. So this is the new. So this was sharing the ideas, coming into balance, being seen and heard as you share your ideas and your concepts and the new intentions. And this is moving forward on those intentions in strength and courage in a very balanced way, and moving along that path into a more self-sufficient, very wise, very contemplative way of being, in service. Virgo is in service. She's pure, she's in service, she's holding a lantern, she's holding the light, and she's moving forward in a very independent way, with a lot of contemplation, a lot of responsibility, having experienced so much and using that in her spiritual service for the greater good. And I would see this timing as late August, as we move from Leo into Virgo. I'm not sure if we have a new moon at that time. We'll have to look that up, but that would fit. So then this overarching energies, the summary of this, how the masculine and feminine come together. This is the 10 of Wands to the Ace of Wands. So you can see the masculine and feminine both have their wands lit. 10 of Wands, you've come to the end of your journey again. You've finished the phase you were in, the end of the cycle, and you are again starting off on a new idea, a new journey. Here the masculine and feminine are together with the same idea. They're sharing the idea, they're in communication, they're in balance, and they are moving forward to the Ace of Wands, which is the new action, the new opportunity, the new impassioned journey that's come from their souls, come from their soul purpose. And you can see they are lighting the wand of the universe there. So basically what they're doing, they're aligning with the divine. The divine will then light the way from the higher and show them the way to be in service in the most productive, most efficient, most highest good of all, most joyful, fulfilling way, that the two of them can work together in their divine purpose, with their desire of their divine purpose having been lit, and then the universe will show the way. But it's your desire to fulfill your life's purpose that then enables the universe to show you the way. So this is the starting of the new creation, the new endeavour. And the one next to that is the Tower to the Star. So we've got The Tower was also in the previous reading, where basically everything inauthentic and not true and not in alignment anymore comes down. And that is because, so it was the one preceding this, it was the death to the tower. So it was the end of anything that was lower vibration, not working, not aligned to your true authenticity, more aligned to ego and old beliefs that were not really true to who you really are after you've completed your journey and cleared all your karma to the you that's left after that. And then this is moving to the star. So the star is your dreams coming true. You can see the star in the background there. The tree that was in the Garden of Eden that tempted Eve with the fruit is burning because there's no longer that need to work through karma and learn through duality. We're now moving back up into the knowing, the being guided by our divine knowing and our divine purpose, which is represented by the star. And when we follow our divine purpose, we are guided by our guiding star of our intuition and our high knowing, synchronicity and signs to the path that takes us through highest joy and highest bliss to our soul's desires and having them manifest in physical reality. So yeah, that's the reading. Let's see if there is more light language to come through. So we're focused on this one. So we're ending the cycle and we're starting the new in unity with our divine counterpart, balance of our masculine and feminine within us and outside in the world. In my reality, I've been finding as this happens that a lot of places I've felt blocked in the physical world, new ways of doing things just showed up. It was new solutions showed up in a way that I didn't even expect. I just worked it out. I just knew how to do it, and that blockage was shifted. And in my past, I'm talking, from years ago, maybe 20 years ago, masculine men in my life, some of the burnt bridges kind of got repaired. So that some of the hard feelings just naturally seemed to have shifted with time, and I was getting their name in my head and contacted them, and they're saying, yeah, I've been getting your name as well, or I've been getting memories of you, and just reconnecting and reconnecting through the happy memories, which just have been like clearing the hurts or the disconnections, the issues causing disconnection, which just didn't seem to matter anymore. So there's been this kind of building of bridges, kind of repairing of bridges, just so that there's this balance of and appreciation of those masculines again for what they did bring, rather than the egoic level wounds that were caused, that for sure we were in each other's lives to experience. So there's a repair of that. And then you're starting off the new then at a new platform as relationships are repaired, concepts are repaired. And so yeah, these crusades in history, these crusades are being healed as well. People trying to force their ideas on others, not respecting others' beliefs and ways of living, or seeing the good in the spirit in the way everybody lives. So there's a clearing of that. It's connected to this card above, which is Aquarius. So this is about the age of Aquarius coming in. And they're showing me the light here, this light. So this light on the horizon as the sun rising, of the new dawn of the age of Aquarius. There we go, the new dawn of the age of Aquarius that we're in, which is much more, it's the antidote to the Crusades. It's about respecting everybody's beliefs, everybody's culture, everybody's way of living, everybody's way of accessing spirit. It's community, and it's new technology, and it's new platforms, it's new ways of working together, it's new roles, new jobs being created because of the changing, evolving, the evolution of humanity, the evolution as we move into more of a technological age, but an age based more on uniqueness, understanding everybody's uniqueness, and respecting and loving everybody for their uniqueness, and feeling the unity of all being human, with the many colours of the rainbow that humanity embodies. Ikatoko choboko sokoko, kitakapoko ata ato, akataka ata, itakabatoko sakata cha pata. So I hope you can receive those energies and that information into your energy fields and into your bodies, and receive them at the mental understanding level as much as you can, but also at the unconscious soul level. So the other message is that there really is a lot of codes and information coming through the divine feminine way, which is into your dreams and into your sleep, so that in the morning you may have some understanding consciously at the mental level for how to behave in your real world, but you may also get it as just desires to do something without really knowing why, or you may just find yourself taking some action or initiating some phone call or something like that without really knowing why, and the reason why possibly being revealed later when you follow it. So really trust yourself, knowing that there's a lot of unconscious information and codes coming to you, especially through these this lunar cycle that's starting now with the new moon that starts the eclipses for the year, especially at the full moon, and especially on these 555 portals, which is the 5th, the 14th and the 23rd of May. So blessings everybody, drink lots of water, take lots of rest. There's big emphasis on really resting and integrating between this new moon and the full moon, and just really following your own urges when you're in a state of presence, because these are guidance from above, from your higher selves, from your guides, connected to your soul purpose. Yeah. Blessings everybody.